Well, hey everybody, we are back at Classic of Denton with Rick Wick yet again to look at another fine vehicle. Rick, what are we in today?
We've got a 2019 Grand Cherokee Altitude package.
Okay.
Altitude's got the blackout wheels.
Yeah.
So, you know, here we are with you like that
The
bad
security
boy.
package.
The bad boy. Yeah, the security package.
I love it.
And I'm glad to see we both match attire. You've got a long
properly
sleeve
dressed,
shirt.
yep.
I got a long sleeve. It is a little cooler
This
out
happens
here,
once
but
a year.
you don't have a toboggan and wrap and gloves and everything.
I left it all in the car.
Yeah.
Left it all in the car. Well, let's head off to the Welcome Center
Let's
and
do
get
it.
in this thing.
Let's do it.
There we go.
Ready to head out?
Let's do this thing, man. This is
I'm
sweet.
ready. This is a nice vehicle. It's four-wheel drive.
Uh-huh.
And it's got the auto leveling suspension.
Okay.
So you can raise the suspension. It's got airbags, so you can raise the suspension up and down with the button right in here, based on your terrain you're at, or just regular travel.
I felt like we were a little high.
Well, I was playing with the button. You
I love it.
watch the car do this kind of leveling itself.
Well, that's cool.
Climate control, air conditioning, dual zone, heating, cooled seats.
Love it.
V6 with 8-speed automatic transmission, all
Wow.
electronic. A lot of features for what you get on the vehicle. Power 8-way position, power driver's seat with 2 memory positions. Of course, the full panoramic.
The whole roof is sunroof.
All the way back. Nice little feature they added. Also, it's got the power tractor mirrors.
Oh, nice.
So people that have tight spots they pull in, it's flips them in, so you don't have to worry about tearing off
That's good.
the mirrors on it. It's got a real nice feature since it is four-wheel drive. It's got a dial here, and everything's electronic, so you can adjust the dial to the traction capability for snow, ice, or any of those type of items. Is what you can do.
That's cool.
Here, and it's all with your fingertip, and the same thing you have with the button here as far as raising and lowering the suspension.
This says mud, sand, snow, rock. You just click to which. That's cool.
Right. Jeep Grand Cherokee is the most awarded SUV.
Wow.
I don't see anything down. We'll head up. What?
Oh.
Oh,
Got
look
one.
at that. How about
Yes.
that?
We're in crumb now, but it worked.
Right, yeah. We ran out of gas circling around the building.
Rick, we made it.
We made it again.
We made it, man.
Driving around the square trying to find a parking place. That's a nice
Took
thing,
a little
I
time.
guess.
Took a little. That's a good problem
Yeah.
to have. It's a good problem to have.
Right.
We're not complaining.
Right.
There's a lot of people that want to be downtown. It was great. And
Right.
you got parked today, so it was
That's
good.
right. Just right around the corner. I should have made
Boom.
another lap, and I
I
could
know.
have got
Yeah,
right there in front.
right there.
Dang.
Well, Rick, thank you for being here once again. For anybody new with us, we get to sit down with the man, the myth, the legend, Sir Rick Wick of Classic of Denton. About once a month to get to talk about everything that Classic has got going on. Classic of Denton is a major partner and sponsor supporter with Denton Radio and Discover Denton. We couldn't do it without them. But in addition to all of that, Classic is involved in so many different things across the city of Denton. And so by getting to sit down and talk cars with this man for a little bit, we end up touching on a whole lot of other stuff happening around Denton. And today we've got some very cool stuff coming up with the holiday right around the corner, the Classic Christmas Drive, Classic Christmas Cheer 2018. So take it away, Mr. Rick Wick.
Well, it's kind of winding down.
True.
We kicked it off in October with our chamber mixer and chili cook-off. But, yeah, we've done it since 2004. And we just winded down with Lessa. And she was here last time, and she's been helping. But, you know, there's so many people, families in need in our Denton community. And Richard, the owners, made it a stress to all the employees to us to reach out to the community and try to take care of them. So, we just we did, and we kind of rounded up everything around the monies, bought presents, clothes, toys, underwear, socks, shoes, for so many organizations to help them out for the needy that are needed out there. We did 134 kids.
Wow.
For Randy and friends and the family.
Wow.
Cumberland's Children's Home, Presbyterian Children's Home for foster care, for the foster care children. 21.
Wow.
21 kids there. Lake Cities with Mike Burkhart.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
We did 24 kids.
Wow.
We Denton Independent School District, which is real big. We help with Barbara there and the Denton Independent School District at the offices. 119 kids. Wow. Gonzales School. 330 kids for little books. They're Go Fish. Game,
Yeah. Cool.
And then Giving Hope. We did 56 kids for them for Giving Hope. And we finish up today, this afternoon, to dropping off some entities and some items for the Monsignor King Outreach Center.
Yeah.
And then I'm also going to stop by Daily Bread and finished up here. I got some gift cards to drop off for Daily Bread. But it's a great time.
It's very cool.
The employees like jumping in.
Yeah.
Customers jump in, our vendors. And it's a fun time. It keeps you right here when you find out of those needy that are needed out there.
There's a story you told. You've told it a couple of times, and you told it last time as well, about the tree. And anybody that hadn't heard it, I'd love to hear it again.
Well, it's kind of Richard Allen, our owner, bought the store in December of 2004. And he worked for Tom Durant, who's his partner, who has Classic Chevrolet in Grapevine. And Richard was the used car manager. And they had charity items they did. And so Richard had keys to the store. And he met an individual, and he asked him, and says, "What do you want for Christmas?" And he says, "Well, I've never had a real lit, decorated Christmas tree." So Richard Allen, for Christmas, he had one evening, he had the keys to the dealership, so we went to the body shop. Body shop had a real nice, pretty, decorated tree, so he went in there and got it, put it in his truck, and delivered it to the gentleman, because it's one of his wishes that he expressed to Richard. So the next day, the body shop manager called Richard and says, "Did you take my Christmas tree?" He says, "Yeah, absolutely." So he got a phone call a few minutes later from Mr. Durant. And Mr. Durant asked Richard, he says, "Did you take the Christmas tree? And why?" And he says, "Yes, I did. I put it in my truck, and I found somebody that needed it more than we did." Tom said, "That's all I need to know." So that's passed on, and Richard's, since we have a store, we always give back part give back. When you just see so many organizations trying to help out and to be a part of that, it's just awesome. When you see the kids, we don't really see the kids because we get the list and we know they're the needy, so we just put them in, as everybody's saying, probably saw my Facebook post, they're in bags and they're just named who the counselors for Denton ISD or their names with how many kids, and it has a number on it that matches up the list, and we deliver them, and the counselors or the workers, social workers that work with all the organizations, because privacy, obviously, knowing who their names are. And then we deliver with wrapping paper because they always like to get, the parents always want to get involved for the wrapping. So it's It's a fun time.
Yeah.
We had a quick board meeting for the Denton Chamber, and I started yawning. We're boring? Yes. No, it's just been a long week, and, making sure everything gets done. Yeah. So it's, it's a great time of the year.
Yeah.
It is, whether you believe in Christmas, whether you not believe in Christmas, it's just a great time of the year.
Good times for everybody to be together,
right.
And everybody's just got a little extra bounce in their step around this time. Which is nice. And usually you say bouncing their step despite the cold, but it's actually been quite warm. So
yeah, it's been kind of nice. Still a little drizzle out there today. But, just want to thank all Denton Chamber members that have been active.
Yep.
Keep on activity. And since I serve on the board, and we got transition from Chuck leaving after 36 years, has done a tremendous job. So many things we take for granted. But, anybody, for members that are, please stay active. Involvement. We're the growth of the community. We want to have the growth. And if you're not a member, or if you're a current member, reach out to somebody that's a non-member and ask them and invite them engaged into the chamber, become a member. It's all funded by us members. And we're proactive to the business. Kim with Visitors and Convention Center, economic development, the chamber. There's so many things that, by business owners, they need to get involved and really find out what the chamber's about and what we do and how much influence we have into local business and how we're pro-business.
Yeah. Very cool. Well, very, very cool. Well, Rick, what else is going on your calendar these days?
Well, we've got our annual red tag sale going on at the store, and we've done it since 2004, and we take all of our inventory and we tag it with tags, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Mazda, new vehicles, pre-owned vehicles that are all tagged with low, no haggle, no hassle, no negotiating necessary pricing. You don't have to deal with the back and forth. Unless you just want to, we'll take the red tag down and do the old beat 'em up. But we don't do that. The price is there. People can come and get out. The manufacturers are pouring money into the marketplace to move vehicles. Incentives are great. Good, clean cars are hard to find. And I'd rather trade for a car, custom trade in, and make a new car happen. But we're going to be open all the way through this Saturday, and then we're going to be closed off. We're closed on Sunday. We're going to be closed Monday and Tuesday, which is Christmas Eve and Christmas, and be back open for the 26th. And we'll be open New Year's Eve.
Cool.
So, everybody, like, reduce my inventory for the tax man, as a lot of people say. But there's some great deals, and technology on these cars nowadays is unbelievable. You've noticed it. But and if they're speaking about that, if they're a current active chamber member, we're donating every vehicle purchased. Come see me, and if I know you're active member of the Denton Chamber, we donate $100 to the Capital Improvement Fund for the chamber building. So, move some metal, as the old saying is.
Love it. Move some metal. Very good. Well, let's talk a little bit more about the Jeep Grand Cherokee that we got to drive in, because that thing was sweet.
I'm going to tell you something. I've said I made the story before about a year ago. Well, my daughter and son-in-law, my old buddy Henry.
Oh, yeah.
Lived down in Spring, and she went down there one time to babysit. Kids were doing something. And she drove back and happened to be home when she got out of the car. Are we censored?
Probably. But it's
she got out, and she said, I need a new damn car. My back hurts, my butt hurts, my legs hurt. So I kind of let it lay low, and she got a little hint. She handed me the consumer reports like I need to know. Read the consumer report.
Right.
So I said, I had her come up, and we looked at a Mazda and the CX-9, which is an awesome three-row vehicle.
Oh, yeah.
She's short.
Okay.
And the length of the hood was, was a big factor of hers. Okay. So we went up and looked at the Grand Cherokee. I like it. And so bought it. And she's always complained when we've been in my truck, and she drives, it's uncomfortable, her drive for 3.5 hours we go on that. And no more.
No more.
Matter of fact, we're going down there for Christmas Eve and Christmas, and come back late. I asked her last night, and I said, "We're going to take my truck, or are you going to take your car?" She said, "I'm going to take my car." She said, "That way, if I need to relieve you or anything like that." But it's a awesome vehicle.
Yeah.
I mean,
very,
the
very
fit,
cool.
finish, the features, what that has for the price point. The most awarded SUV.
Right.
Grand Cherokee is, and it's that mix. Great power, great fuel economy. Of course, all the product that we have at the store is all good, but it's we got a nice selection of inventory, so everybody come in and help move some inventory.
I love it. Move some metal. I like it. Well, Rick, anything else we need to make sure we touch on today for our last interview together for the year?
Well, this is the last one. We made another year.
Yeah.
We got a great we're so fortunate with the growth we have here, with everything we have going on, the business community be involved, the business community get involved with organizations, involved with the chamber, do everything they can. It's, I think the last check I got for my involvement in the community and chamber and all that stuff, I still think it's zero. I think it's zero. I think it's zero. But it's kind of you say to yourself, I don't have time. Well, then you see, I do have time, and still have time for the family. I want to say congratulations to my daughter. She about a month ago, she graduated from TW, got a master's as a nurse practitioner, and then she just finished her certification with the board.
Cool.
So she's a nurse practitioner, acute care. Then in November, wife and I celebrated 39 years.
Wow.
She's put up with me for 39 years. That
she is the most awarded
right
now. That's
that maybe that needs to be the most awarded, person. But it's just nice to be alive and breathing and be able to say hi. Like I says, I'm living in everybody else's world.
Love it.
So it's we got a lot of things going on. Got a lot of inventory. Now's the time to buy vehicles. Got to do that pitch. I think I've hit all the topics.
I think so.
So, but UNT, still had good season.
Yeah.
Even though suffered some, big setback in bowl game.
A couple of them. Well, up and down and up and down and up and down through the whole season. But we had some good ups. When we were up, we were up. Boy.
Yeah, we're up now. We're going to basketball season, and I can root for my Dallas Cowboys.
There you go.
They hit a little glitch there, a little, shot in the stomach, but they'll be all right.
There you go.
They'll be all right. Sports is being a coach or being a sports is kind of like being a car guy. It's got up or down. You're only as good as your last month, and you're only as good as your last game.
I like it.
It doesn't go back. Well, back when I did this, okay.
Yeah.
Can't go backwards.
Doesn't show that on the report anymore.
Don't show that anywhere. Like I tell them at work, they ask me something. I say, "You waiting on me? You're going backwards."
Yeah.
So,
I like
it never changes.
Perfect.
I never want to go back either. Was to the even though it was a nickel a gallon, a dime a gallon of fuel, and you used to buy milk, turn in your old bottles for milk. Ready to go forward.
That's
I'm done.
I love it. I love it. Well, perfect. Well, guys, if you have not headed to Classic of Denton, you are missing out. Just because it's a fun time, great staff, good folks out there. And every time you're buying a car from Classic, you're investing back into the Denton community. These guys are doing so much around town. If you want to see Rick, I want to quote you properly because you said this before. Rick likes to say he's on the B schedule. If they're open, he be there.
I'll be
right?
there. I got the B schedule. Be there when we open and be there when we close.
Love it. Well, guys, thank you very much for tuning in with us here at DentonRadio.com. We appreciate it. Make sure you stay tuned all day for that great local music and entertainment. This will be our last interview with Classic for the year, but we will be back in January, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Thank you very, very, very much, everybody. Have a great, great Christmas and a Happy New Year. Well, thank you for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed the show. Be sure to check out DentonRadio.com for new Denton artists and where they're playing next. While you're surfing the internet, make sure you check out our friends Classic of Denton at ClassicofDenton.com.